So I recently caught myself talking to myself. I should clarify. I don't mean anything like Summer or Sam where I'm talking to a dog and it's telling me to fucking murder women and children. I mean more along the lines of like I'm driving in my car and I see there's a cop behind me and I have that mini panic attack, which I'm sure most people do because you think, "Oh my god, what if he notices that I'm driving a car?" Which, I mean, if you think about it, it's not that ridiculous of a notion, because this is a privilege we give 16-year-olds. And I don't know about you, but when I was 16 years old, I was far from the beacon of a responsible individual. I mean, this is the time of lives where our hormones are so out of whack, our emotions are bipolar. I mean, you love people with such an intimacy, your boyfriend, girlfriend at the time, your best friends. I mean, you confide in them with everything. But on the other side, the people you dislike, the people you eventually hate, like your family or everyone else who wasn't a friend of yours. It's such a ferocious despisal that you have for them. And we think, you know what, probably the best time to teach these people how to wield a vehicle that weighs a ton, that can crash into the side of a building, much like your school, which would kill lots of people, most of whom you hate. Which kind of gives you a glimpse into what my high school life was like. But anyway, so I'm driving in my car, and I see a cop behind me. And I have a mini panic attack, and I think, what am I gonna do if I get pulled over? No, I don't have money for a ticket. And I talk to my friends about this, and they always have like bulletproof arguments that they would say to the cop, like, you know what, officer, I was in fourth gear. I couldn't have gone more than 45 miles per hour. There's no way I could have been speeding. My engine would have revved up so far that it would have exploded and then I would have shut down. And if you were using a radar gun, it must have been malfunctioning. I'm going to take this to court. Matter of fact, you better bring that to court because I'm going to fight this. And right there, the cop gives up, lets them drive off. And that's when I realized that I am a pussy, because I've never had an argument with an officer, even in a scenario. It's always been more along the lines of a polite conversation where me and him jest with each other until he eventually gives me a ticket. Like it goes something like this, alright? I see the cop behind me. Whoop, whoop. Alright. Pull over. I pull over to, a neighborhood or, a little small road. That way I'm not inconveniencing fake drivers on the fake road. And he comes up, knocks on the door. License and registration, please. He's always a little bit of an asshole, but you know what? I'll take that in stride because I'm going to win him over. And I'm going to make sure he doesn't give me the ticket. So, license and registration. Do you know why I pulled you over? Yes, officer. I was going, maybe 60 miles per hour. I know it's a 55. You were going 65 miles per hour. You know what, officer? I'm pretty sure I was going 55. You know what? You're right. Probably about 60. I don't believe I was going 65 miles per hour. But you know what? I'm not going to judge because you're an officer of the law, a man of the law, and I have a lot of respect for you. And I'm not going to say that you're a liar. So if that's how fast you say I was going, that's how fast I was going. And he takes down my information. I'm wait here. I'm going to go run your plate to make sure you're not a criminal. Make sure you're not a weed smoker, and then I'll come back. Then he walks off to his car. And when they have that initial conversation, they go back and run all your stuff, it takes like 10 or 15 minutes. Which is ludicrous, because in this day and age, there's no reason for their internet to be that shitty. I mean, my 3G phone can connect to the internet a lot faster than whatever the hell they're doing back there. But on top of that, not only is it taking 10, 15 minutes, I'm imagining the entire 10 or 15 minutes of me sitting in the car going, well, I really hope I won him over with my personality and he doesn't give me a ticket. In the meantime, step back to reality, I'm driving in a real car with a real officer behind me, completely ignoring the entire realm of responsibility in front of me. But eventually he returns with the ticket and says, you know what, I'm giving you the ticket. You were going 65, it's 10 over, it's going to be a couple points on your license, you're going to go to blah, 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 blah. Gives me that, have a nice day. I don't say a word other than, yes, officer, I'm sorry to inconvenience you today. I hope you have a great day. And I take the ticket, and then I roll up my window, which apparently is from a 1983 Oldsmobile because I'm poor. And I roll it up, put on my seatbelt, turn on the car, and he drives off. And that is when I have the arguments. Because even in my fake scenario, I can't argue with my fake cop. I have to wait till he's gone out of sight before I go, man, fuck that guy. How the hell is he gonna give me a ticket? I was polite the entire time. There's no way I was going 10 over. Matter of fact, I was only going 5 over. That goddamn piece of shit officer was a fucking asshole and a liar. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I was so nice, so kind to this fucking piece of shit, faggoty ass, cunt, fake piece of shit officer that I made up. God damn it. And that's when I snapped back into reality. Because I've hit a tree. Because I've been daydreaming Inception style.